This is my new truck. In case you haven't heard it or if you haven't seen any of my videos, I'm gonna leave the link somewhere. My first impression when I got this truck, I'll say about 3 months ago, I got this truck and how excited I was. And I'm still excited, man. I've never, regret, not even in a day, that I, regret of, making this move. Guys, I'm still excited. Just as the first day that I was, I picked up the truck and then I made that video to you guys. So in this video, I took this truck for service yesterday, guys, for 5,000 miles service yesterday. And I was supposed to make this video yesterday, but when I got off of work, I was extremely tired, guys, and I was hungry at the same time. So when I left the dealership, I'm like, this is not gonna happen because I had a headache. Anytime I got hungry, I will start beginning, developing these headaches, and it just drives me nuts. But how do you guys like this location? This is in my neighborhood, guys, and this place used to be horrible. Like they used to have a little pier. It's right over there. It's right over there. But this is brand new pier that they just made. It used to be somewhere over here, and it was a mess. I love the scenery and everything, but it was a mess. I hate these power lines over there. But today, some just told me, I'm like, you know what? Let's just drive to, this location and see what they got going on over there. And guys, just look at this. It's very, very beautiful. So I guess I found me a spot. My spot, I'm gonna reclaim it, and I'm gonna be making all the videos here. I'm assuming this is a parking, and people may be parking here. So when I come and there's no space, then I can go somewhere else. But until then, I'm gonna reclaim it in Jesus' name. Amen to that. All right, guys. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because like I said, I've had this truck less than 3 months old, but I have 5,000 miles, which I did yesterday. It was actually over 5,000 miles. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why. Because Toyota was suggesting that I can drive it unto 10,000 miles. And guys, I'm not that old, but I'm an old school, okay? I'm an old school. I remember when I first bought my car, Honda Civic, guys, I was making the oil change like 3,000 miles. Every 3,000 miles, we were making an oil change. And now all of a sudden, we started using a synthetic in our car, and that bumps it up to 5,000, which I didn't feel very comfortable with it, but I was still, pushing it because I was buying the top grade, the high mileage, kind. And now this car, they're telling me I can, do like a 10,000 miles before I do oil change. I said, we're not gonna have this, okay? I have a warranty on there, some free oil changes. They told me, yeah, if you bring it and it's not due, we're gonna send you back. I said, you send me back, I'm gonna do my own oil change, all right? So, long story short, I went down there yesterday, and guess what? They did the oil change for me. And they were very surprised. They were like, you put a $5,000, 5,000 miles already on this truck? I said, yeah. Now, let me show you guys something real quick. This is the skid plates around here. I hope you guys can see it. It's so light here, but I hope you guys can see it. There's a skid plate. That is the most annoying part when you're doing the oil change. And it's pretty much the same thing like my my supercharger in the house. They are the SQ5. Pretty much you got to take the whole belly button. So I'm kind of used to that. However, this thing right there, down there, the skid plate, it's about 30, I don't know. They claim 30 pounds. I doubt it. I doubt it's 30 pounds. It's a couple pounds, maybe 10, 15, I don't know. I'm probably gonna weigh it one day, but that is probably the most annoying part if I have to do the oil change, which I'm gonna do it anyway. But they ended up doing it, and again, I was supposed to make this video yesterday, and I didn't make it. But we're gonna make it today. Today is the Christmas Eve. Tomorrow is Christmas, and I say, you know what? Let me just go ahead and make this video, get it out of the way, and then we can move on to the next stage. All right? Now, you're gonna ask me, how in the world did I put 5,000 miles on this brand new truck? Guys, I'm gonna be putting more miles on this truck, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be putting more miles on this truck. And what had happened, what had happened was we went to we took not even a cross country. You know, I drove from Georgia to Delaware for Thanksgiving. You know, for family Thanksgiving, and this is what I drove. And guys, if I tell you guys how comfortable, I'm so sorry of this noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it. All the neighbors are coming in. This place is one way in, one way out. It's so weird how they do like that. But anyway, that's a different topic for another day. Anyways, so I took this bad boy to Delaware, and I tell you how comfortable this truck feels. Oh my God. It feels so amazing, guys. Not even a single day. Like I spent, I'll say, 8 to 9 hours in the cockpit here, and I felt zero fatigue. Zero. Zero, guys. It felt so good. It drives amazing. Look at this truck, man. If you guys haven't seen my first impression, I'm gonna leave the link somewhere. But not a single time that I was tired, man. I spent all the time here on this seat, and it did me nothing but good. And I love the way it drives. You know, the MPG, which we're gonna talk about it later if I don't forget about it. You guys know my video is like a free flow. I don't make no script or anything like that. I just, you know, I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about the talk and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it got to talk. It has the power, of course. But hey, if it performs, it performs. I'm a practical guy, and that's exactly what I am. Anyway, so this performed amazingly, surprisingly good. And I will not want to go anywhere without this truck. So yeah, I'm going to be putting a lot of mileage on there. I went to Delaware. We went to Maryland. We went to Jersey. I didn't go. I was scheduled to go to New York, but we didn't make it to New York. I was in Newark, New Jersey, East Orange. If you guys know, it's just one exit to New York. So practically we were in New York, but I didn't make it to New York. All right. I went to Philadelphia. I drove the heck out of this truck, man. And I'm going to be doing it again over and over and over. So as I was driving, you know, nothing is perfect. You know, this is my own opinion, okay? I know a lot of guys have been complaining about the regular Tundra, you know, a lot of issues that they were having. You know, as you guys know, this came out 2022, and the motor has been blowing up and all that kind of stuff. On the regular Tundra, this is the hybrid, by the way. This is the hybrid. The Tundra, they just, you know, they claim it's blowing up, and, you know, they have some debris. Toyota have some issues on their, you know, the manufacturer. They left some stuff in there. It's endless, man. It's a whole long story, all right? So I want to take care of it, guys. And I'm going to be doing a 10-year review on my the supercharger, so you guys can see, because I remember when I bought that SUV, people were complaining. My friends were like, oh my God, it's a brand new engine. You should have bought an old one, and it's gonna do this and it's gonna do that. Guys, listen, I've had that car for almost 10, it's getting to 10 years right now, and I have zero issue. The only thing that I probably did on that car was my the radiator. I thought the radiator was leaking, but it was actually the water pump. So they kind of did whatever, the water pump, the belt and all that. That was the major work that I've ever done on that car, all right? I remember my uncle says, these cars are like spirit. If you take care of them, they're gonna take care of you. I don't know how he got that analogy, but these are spirit. So whatever they are, you know, I don't know how to make them. I'm just very, very appreciative of what I have, okay? Anyway, so as I was driving, you know, nothing is perfect. There are a few things that I thought I wish I had it on that car, on this car, which they didn't have it. And it could be a little bit annoying. So I did a mod. I made all these mods very, 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 you know, very subtle but effective. Okay, I bought everything up on Amazon. I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below if you guys wanna, buy it or whatever you guys want to do. Tell you guys how it feels to drive. You guys can see it, how it drives, and I'm gonna share what I did. But as I'm outside here, I'm gonna show you guys the mod, the mods that I have outside. And then once I get inside, I'll walk you guys through what I did from inside. Now I apologize, guys. I have never washed this truck ever since I own it. Never wash it. So I'm thinking about it. It's dirty. They trash it. They abuse it. The inside is very dirty, but we're gonna do the video anyway. And I'm surprised it's almost like 75 degrees today in Georgia. Christmas Eve. You can't beat that. My folks in Delaware are freezing. I'm very grateful for this. So, number one, this 10U cover right here, I got this from Rough Country. Yep, Rough Country. Well, I did not buy this from Rough Country, guys, but it's made from Rough Country. This MSRP, I think $1,300. Let me guys, check this out. Push this button, and boom, the tailgate. I'm gonna do a full review on this truck. Like, I'm gonna do a full review and the things that I love about this truck, but that is just one of them. All right, so when I bought this truck, when I picked it up, it didn't have this cover on. The 10U cover, whatever they call it, it didn't have it on. So I did a lot of research. As you guys know, I have a bike, I have my Harley, and I have that 100 gram, not 100 gram, clone, yes, whatever you want to call it. And maybe I see myself one day, we might be going on the dirt, to go play. I know I say that I'm not going to be doing any kind of off-roading and things like that nature, but hey, who knows? Who knows? And guys, if this video takes a little bit too long, I can break it into two, and then we'll take it from there. But check this out. When I bought it, it didn't come with the cover, so I started, making a research on, where I can, or which one I'm gonna go. They have so many kinds. They have the very, very soft touch. They have the waterproof. They have this one. They have the one that is motorized. I didn't want to, mess with the motorized because that's one last thing that I need to worry about that is gonna break. They have one that roll up. This canister that actually stays at the bottom, you roll it up and it actually stays here, which can block the view. You guys know this truck has a 360 camera, like all the way around it, okay? So I didn't want to have anything to obstruct my view or anything like that. So I found this, they make them, and I found it. And actually I was gonna buy it on a Thanksgiving day, but I needed it for the trip, okay? My boss said, if we're gonna take this truck for the trip, we need to, of course, we have to use the space back here. And I said, man, how about we put like a top? It's like, man, that's ghetto. Which I was gonna do. I don't care, guys. I don't care about what people think about me. All right. Some people live to impress others, not me. I used to do that many, many, many years ago. I learned my lesson. I paid my dues. I don't care, man. I'm 47. God bless me. I'm still going. I'm just praying that I live longer. So I really don't want to put any kind of stress that is not necessary. So I was gonna put top on there, but she was like, nah, don't put the top. Just go ahead and find one of these. And I tell you what, I found this on Marketplace. It was a guy, he has the same truck, well, not a TRD Pro, but he has a Tundra, and he was selling his. So him and I met up, and I asked him why he was selling it. Apparently, he bought the one with a roll-up that goes on top of it, and Rough Country mistakenly, sent him the this one here. He didn't like this one, so they told him he can keep it. So he was like, shoot. So he gave it to me for $450, guys. You can't beat that. So that was the first mod that I made on this truck. This is not power anyway, but it's very, very super light. See, one hand. It's very super light, okay? Anyway, he gave it to me for $450. Man, I was so grateful and thanks to him. And I did the installation. Actually, I was gonna, do a video, but again, it was extremely cold. Yeah, it was cold in Georgia. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So that was the first mod that I did on this truck, to get me prepared for the trip. And guys, I'm gonna be doing a lot of, I'm gonna, find a rack, put it on here to go some overlanding. I've been watching some cool videos with guys, towing across the country with these truck built it. They have a tent on top of it, and I'm thinking about that. All right, I think it's fun. Life is too damn short, and I think it's fun, and I think, yeah. So I'm looking to get. I've been shopping around. Mine doesn't have a certain feature that is supposed to come with this, but I'm thinking about it. We're gonna get there. So that was the first mod that I did. The second mod that I did was this right here. Let me open the tailgate again. So this truck was already lifted from the factory. Um, it was already lifted, so I don't need to do anything. The only thing that I'm thinking about doing is to get me a bigger wheels, big tires. It has so many clearance. I think it's I don't know the clearance it has, but this is stock, bone stock. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that part. Um, so you guys see how high this truck sit, and as we were putting the stuff in, as I was loading up our stuff and then taking it out, it was extremely difficult. If you guys look at the rear, there is no steps. However, Toyota came up with this, which I think, come on, I think it should have come with a truck, but all these are accessorized, man. It's accessory. You have to pay $349 MSRP from Toyota. This thing right here, I'm like, no way. This should have come with a truck. Come on, this is a necessity. It should have come with a truck. I'm surprised, guys, that they put a running boards on this truck. This came with it, or I don't know, but I'm surprised it came with a running boards. So definitely this steps. It's so much. This is necessity. It's not even a mod. It's necessity. There's no way. I was putting a little stool here, and I was, hopping on the tie, and then getting in the bed. It was super inconvenient. So I found this on Amazon. I believe it's for $80. I believe it's $80. Yeah, for Black Friday, and I bought it. This is super, convenient. It's very super easy, and I did the installation. It's very simple. If you guys want me to make a video, I will. But again, it was cold, and I didn't have time to, spend all those times on there because I was on a time, some kind of a time crunch. So I didn't do that. All right, but it's very simple. If you guys want to see how it was actually installed, I can do the breakdown. If I have to do a diagram, show you guys some more. But it's nice. I bought it for less than $80. Toyota is selling this for $350, which it's just crazy, guys. It's crazy. Anyway, so I did it, and once you're done, you just push it, and then it goes right in there. It's very slick, very streamlined. You rarely can see that there is something, there. Oh, this is getting loose. Okay, I'm gonna look at it later. Anyway, so that was my second mod that I did. And you guys know that I love me some decals, Love me some decals. So I bought this here. You see this TRD Pro decal? I bought it on Amazon for, I'm gonna leave all the links in the description. But guys, it looks very nice, with a red accent. It goes with the TRD Pro on the tie, and the interior of the truck. It just matches with the tail light and the rough country. Like, I have a red accent in there, so it really, really, really matches it. All right. The only thing that I'm not cool with it is because if you look at it very straight, very close, it goes down a little bit, and it's because of how it was made from the factory. And by the time I did the installation, it was like curvy down. I was very super, upset. But I mean, this is nothing. I mean, I don't care about it. I have maybe a little bubble here that I need to, fix it. But really, this is something you have to be looking for something, So I really don't care about that. But that was, my little decal, and I have my blue thin line. Shout out to my boys. I know it was some incidents in Delaware, and I think we lost one of our troopers. It's crazy, man. This world, I don't know. I don't even want to get in there. But yep. So that one, I did it. And then this one right here, guys. I hope this can show very well on the camera. I got this from Amazon. American flag. And I think it was two, not I think, it's two of them. Two of them. Yep. There's a second one right here. It's very, subtle. You will not even realize it's there, but it's actually there. It's very, very subtle, and it's not that sitting right in your face, okay? And I have my TRD Pro, the fans, they have a name. What is it, a heat exhaust, whatever? But this is not functional. This is, and they have a turning signal that you can put here too, which I'm thinking about it. I want to change these fog lights into amber. I think it looks so cool at night because all these amber light, it has a TRD in there. It looks very nice at night. And I think if I can match it up with this, it will even look cooler. I've seen some videos online, which, is very, very, very cool. So, guys, that's it. This didn't come with a well, most people, I guess I got a good copy, which we're going to talk about it later. But mine came with a tow hook, which I'm grateful for that. Most people didn't get it. Again, there are so many ways you can get it, guys. I'm trying to think. I think that's it for outside. That's it for the outside exterior. So we're going to go to the interior and continue from there. We're going to take this baby for a ride, and we're going to talk some more. And hopefully, we're going to be having some more content coming up on the bike, this, and, pretty much anything. Again, that's the reason why I didn't want to find a niche. Like people were telling me, hey, you need to find a niche. My audience, if I throw out anything on there and they like it, that's what I'm going to do, guys. So, that's it for the exterior. I do have some more coming, but I'm going to do a review on this truck. I'm going to do a special video on this truck, but let's hop in there and take a little ride and see what we can, discover the rest of the mods inside. Thank you.